So about a month ago, I created a 10 HP Ironman account, and the intention of the account was to play it as an alt while I was doing stuff on my main. And pretty much what I did is I rushed 15 mining, I did Doric's quest, I got 10k from the stronghold, and then I did steel plates to get enough money to buy all the pickaxes. After that, I got 30 mining, and at 30 mining you unlock Motherlode Mine. And basically I just did about a month of Motherlode Mine. Now I was not no-lifing it. I played maybe 2 hours every day, and even those 2 hours weren't anything near efficient. I was just kind of having the account around in the background. But by the end of the month, I managed to get level 78 mining. And I did spend 100 golden nuggets unlocking the top floor of the Motherlode Mine, which makes it even more AFK. But by the end of it, I had just over 3.1 million GP in runes and grand exchange value, and I also had almost 500 golden nuggets, which with those golden nuggets I bought the coal bag, the gem bag, and then 7 bags full of gems. Obviously all of these ores are going to be incredibly useful for smithing and is going to give me a lot of money and experience, but that's going to come later down the road. Now I do want to unlock the cannon, and I want to start training ranged, because as a 10 HP account you obviously can't directly fight anything, so the only ways of actually killing things on an account like this is to A, get a cannon, or B, get rings of recoil and recoil your opponents down. Now one of my biggest goals for this account is going to be 75 Slayer, which unlocks me gargoyles. And gargoyles have a 1 in 256 drop rate of a granite maul. If I was able to get my hands on a granite maul as a 10 HP account, I would literally complete the account. Like, I would stay 50 attack just for the sake of having a granite maul on a 10 HP account, because Kempq infamously got 12 HP trying to go for that granite maul. And I do think that there's about a 30 to 40% chance of actually getting the granite maul on a 10 HP account while staying 10 HP, so I'm crossing my fingers, but nothing is set in stone, and obviously 75 Slayer is still a very long way away, with my only way of training Slayer being the cannon. But before we get to that, I do want to set the foundation for this account, so one of those things is going to be full graceful. I want to have a decent agility level because, well, having 1 agility is just painfully awful. Your run energy just drains so much, and full graceful would be extremely useful for doing quests, for doing rune crafting, pretty much anything that involves running, including doing the blast furnace, which obviously I have all of these ores saved up in my bank, so I really need the full graceful set, which is, I believe, 240 marks of grace. Anyways, without further ado, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into the progress. So the first thing I did was I spent 1k and I bought a house. And then my plan was to complete Client of Corinth, which the lamps of which got me to level 9 agility. And then I also completed X marks the spot, which gave me another XP lamp, which got me to 11 agility. The reason why I didn't want to train agility manually is because the only way you can train agility at level 1 is to go to the gnome course, which if you don't have any teleports, you have to walk your way all over to the gnome stronghold, which is already really painful, being 1 agility, but then also the course itself is around 6 to 7k XP per hour, so it would literally take me like 40 minutes to an hour just to get to level 10 agility, and I was just not having it, so I'd rather do 2 quests that I had to do anyways and lamp up to 10 agility and then just train it regularly. So here's 20 agility, 30 agility, 40 agility, and now I want to complete Priest Imperial, which is going to unlock me Mauritania. Now there's 2 things that I had in mind while unlocking Mauritania, and that was the agility course, which has a much greater chance of dropping marks of grace than any prior course, but it also gave me access to the Slayer Tower, which obviously has gargoyles. Now what I was not thinking about is that if you unlock the Slayer Tower, you also get assigned creatures from the Slayer Tower. And the reason why unlocking the Slayer Tower will actually be bad so early in the game is because you can't place a cannon in the Slayer Tower. So I'm going to do Wilderness Slayer for the majority of my XP anyways, so I'll have a ton of points and I'm going to be able to skip tasks that would give me monsters from the Slayer Tower, but I was just not thinking about it, so kind of a rookie mistake, but it's not the end of the world. Anyways, then I bought full iron for magic, which for those of you who don't know, you need a minus 65 magic bonus in order to hit constant zeros on NPCs. Obviously, I want to hit zeros because I don't want to get HP experience, but the minus 65 magic bonus is also useful for splashing, so there's that. Anyways, here's 7 magic, which I got for the level 1 enchant. So I can enchant sapphire rings and make them into rings of recoil. Then I completed sheep shearer, which gave me 3 crafting. I got 10 cooking, and then I completed cook's assistant, which got me 11 cooking. Then I made a red berry pie for the knight sword, and then I completed the knight sword, which gave me 29 smithing. And here's 30 smithing, so now I can start making steel bars. And obviously steel bars are used to create cannonballs, and I'm going to need thousands if not hundreds of thousands of cannonballs. So let's get into it. Also got 8 attack on dummies, because you can actually get up to 8 attack on dummies, which are found in Barrock. So it's just a little bit of extra attack XP, which I'm never going to pass up on. And here's 30 crafting. Now, I have been on vacation for the past few days, and while I was away, I was playing on mobile, and I got 20 thieving and 20 crafting. Now I got 10 crafting by doing molten glass, and then I spun flax to get 20. And from 20, I was able to make sapphire rings, and that's how I got 30 crafting. I also completed my first easy clue, which was just over 1k, and pretty much had nothing useful for me other than the runes, so there's that. So then I started Priest in Peril, and I finally had recoil rings on me. So you have to kill 2 NPCs in Priest in Peril. First of all, you have to kill a dog, which has a max hit of 3. So there really wasn't any risk. I was just able to eat cakes, which I got from 20 thieving, and recoil it down, while then dealing 1 damage myself manually. So I did get 2 HP XP from that. Then I killed the monk, which was pretty much the same process, just recoiling him down to 1 HP and then dealing that 1 damage myself manually. So that was pretty much Priest in Peril complete, which gave me 11 prayer and gave me Wolfbane, which is going to be extremely useful for my account, but not really. Anyways, here is Rune Mysteries complete, which gives me access to rune crafting, which I actually might do some in the future because I'm going to need a ton of cosmic runes to create rings of recoil and all types of useful stuff, so there's that. Also forgot to mention that I got 10 fishing by just getting Bob randoms while I was mining, and I got another Bob random while I was doing agility in Mauritania, and that gave me 13 fishing. And this is going to be the last level of the episode, level 52 agility, which isn't really anything special, but it gives me 300 total, and this is the first 300 levels on the account achieved. Also, by picking up this last mark of grace, we get a total of 150 marks of grace. So I do need 90 left in order to get the full graceful outfit. And after that, I can go and get 50 smithing, do some questing, get ice gloves, and then I can go and do some blast furnace. And finally, use up all of those ores. Make 750k GP, go do dwarf cannon, get the cannon, smith some more cannonballs, and then we can tackle Slayer. I'm really excited for the future of this account. I really hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and have a wonderful day.